All right, let's dive into this analysis for Veteran Concrete Scanning Solutions. It's a Squarespace website, and how do I know that? Well, first things off, at the top tab, you can just see the Squarespace favicon still there. It's a very minute detail, and my job and role right now is to nitpick this website to the full extent possible. And just as a website designer, I can instantly tell it's a Squarespace website just because someone hasn't updated the favicon on their site. Like I said, one of the smallest details, but all of these small details play into something larger, and that heavily influences the amount of conversions you get on a website. Do I think your favicon influences your conversions? Not necessarily. I think maybe a 0.00001% factor, but yeah, not enough as like some of these other things. Next, let's just immediately go into mobile because most traffic nowadays is mobile. So I don't really care about the desktop perspective. And let's take a look at it. It works. This is a little awkward at the end over here. You just need something to maybe an image to fill this space. I don't know. It's just a very large gap. And then the centering text with the not centered text right here. I don't know. It just gets a little, it feels good until you get over here. And then one of the things I've learned with designing websites is that selecting multiple fonts can do wonders. And there's a website that I use for that called fontjoy.com where you can generate different font pairings. And that's really all this website needs to really take it to a whole next level, because there's really nothing fascinating about right here. It's like I'm glancing over it when I visit this page. Next, while I'm looking at all this, I mean, I'm honestly not reading the site. No one really does read the site unless they're interested. And if they're reading the site, they're kind of already sold, is my take on it. To get me to read the site, I need more visual things. So I don't think you need these extra pages, Jordan, just as a heads up. So your services page is very lackluster. There's really no difference between that and what's already on the homepage. Like it's right here. Half day services, full day services. Yeah. And then the about, you already had that on the homepage. These pages are just exit pages. Like if I visit this, there's nothing that's going to push me over the edge compared to what's on the homepage. And if anything, you're missing out on SEO. So let me go back to the desktop view. You told me that this is like, or we found out that this is like your most popular keyword. And let me give you an example with a website I designed. So Trident Painting is the business, but we're optimizing for this keyword. Home and building painting near the Kentuckiana region. Building painting near. That's my keyword that I'm trying to optimize as much as possible for. And then on top of that, we have landing pages for specific, here, let's go to painting kitchen cabinets. We having landing pages that optimize for the most relevant keyword in their market. Painting kitchen cabinets, painting kitchen cabinets, painting kitchen cabinets, painting kitchen cabinets. And it's specifically phrased this way instead of cabinet refinishing or cabinet, like, I don't know. There's multiple ways to say it, but I'm specifically using painting kitchen cabinets because that was the most popular keyword in that market. So ground penetrating radar is your most important keyword for SEO, and you're not utilizing it on your homepage. And this is something called content hierarchy. Content hierarchy SEO. Here, and then we do this over here. Cool. And any one of these should show you how to properly structure content hierarchy. Maybe not. What I mean is H1, H2, H3. Yes, H1, the most important title on the page. H2, the main sections. So going back to this is an H1 title. This is an H2 title. This is an H2 title. This is an H2 title. These are H3 titles. And all of these are how you get good SEO on your website. And right now, the keyword you're optimizing for is veteran, 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 veteran. Yeah, because that's your business name. Is Veteran Concrete is essentially your most popular or the most optimized keyword on your website when that's not ideal. So if anything, I would say get rid of your services page, get rid of your about page, keep your contact page, and then add a page specifically with the title ground penetrating radar, and make that page entirely dedicated to the ground penetrating radar service, so that way you can show up in searches without any money behind them. That's one of the biggest things I can recommend for your website. And then something else too is like, I'm big on iconography. This really cleans up the page, having some sort of iconography that has like really big call outs and your unique selling propositions, your competitive edge. Whatever makes you better than your competition, you have to make it very easy on the eyes and identifiable for people doing a quick scroll through. I've done this long enough. I've set up enough recording software on websites to know most website visitors just do this when they visit it. So let's pretend I'm a website visitor. Let's go to mobile. This is what they do. They come here, they just go scroll, and then they've decided if they want to stay and give you their contact information or leave. It's that quick. And right now, if you add more information to this page, if you jazz up the text, if you have a page dedicated to SEO for SEO purposes and start doing some blogs around that, it's going to significantly enhance your website. I guarantee it. Hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions.